Hello guys, good morning. So right now here I am once again on the train, and I'm going to be going from Annemasse to Annecy, which is a very beautiful city by the French Alps, and so I'm going to be going there today. So come with me and let's have a great time.
Be ready to see one of the most winsome and beauteous landscapes on the planet. We are going to be going by the foothills of the French Alps. Therefore, you are going to see alluring and impressive landscapes. Looking through the window makes me think about many films, like The Story of Haiti, The Lord of Rings, and of course, the musical love story, The Sound of Music of 1965.
So guys, I finally got to Annecy, and now I need to go to the old town, where the beautiful and historical sites are, and I really cannot wait to see it. Apparently, they call it the Venice of the Alps, because there is a river that goes through the old town, and you can see also the lake, because Annecy has a lovely lake just like Geneva, and it's got the name of the town, so the lake d'Annecy, and I really cannot wait to get to the old town, and I am loving this place now.
Welcome to Annecy. After a 1-hour train ride, we are finally in this charming and lovely town. So let's discover it together and stay tuned until the end.
So I finally got to the old town, and it's quite packed with people, and the streets are just extremely colorful. I'm loving it. It's just this typical small European town where you can just have a nice escape from your normal routine. And and there are many vendors and many stalls where you can buy food and clothes.
In my opinion, this is one of the most well-preserved towns in France. And I would even dare say, it's one of the most beautiful of them. Since it is spring, there are flowers all over the place, and everyone seems to be enjoying themselves, enjoying the sunlight, and having another dose of beauty of this lovely and magical town. If you come on a Sunday, like I did, you are going to see the local market that is held every single Sunday. Here, you will find local vendors selling from clothes to artisanal cheese and other goods. Unfortunately, since I have acne, I can only enjoy a tiny piece of cheese, but I'm still going to try it. It was stupendously tasty.
I would like to get some cheese for Richley, but I don't know if I should. Oh my goodness, there are so many things here. I got some olives for me, just to have something to eat tonight. And yes, I still have to find somewhere where to have lunch.
I found a splendid restaurant right in the heart of the vieille ville. I'm going to be having a Moorish beef steak. Later, I went to have a cappuccino in another cafe.
So guys, after a nice cappuccino, I can finally go to the museum, to Palais de Lille. So let's see what we can learn about this city. I didn't know that it was so historical and so old, and it's really amazing. And I actually think that there are more people here than I've ever seen in Saint-Tropez or Saint-Maxime. That is quite impressive. Although I have to say that the weather is quite pleasant. It's not in the summer, August or things like that, when it's extremely boiling hot. But obviously they've got alpine weather, it's not Mediterranean, so that's why.
Now let's talk about the Palais de Lille. Listed as a historic monument in the year 1900, the Palais de Lille, often described as a house in the shape of a ship, has been a prison, a courthouse, and administrative center. It is an original structure, the oldest part of which date back from the 12th century. Nowadays, you can come here and learn about Annecy's history and how this town has been changing throughout the years. You can also find information about the most important buildings surrounding the town. Believe it or not, to see Annecy nowadays, it's a real miracle, since it was almost destroyed during the Second World War. Many cities were affected throughout Europe, but this lovely masterpiece survived. I almost forgot to say that the entrance has a cost of €2, which is really affordable.
So guys, right now I'm going to walk up this slot because I want to see the castle. And I never thought that this place was going to be that full, it's completely full of people, and you can't really walk comfortably, and all the cafes are completely full. So I finally got to the summit. Now let's see if I can get in. Oh my goodness, this place is really impressive. I didn't know that they had this lovely castle.
The Château d'Annecy is a restored castle which dominates the old French town of Annecy in the Haute-Savoie department. It was bought by the town, restored and transformed into a museum. One of the things that really attracted my attention is that they've got a variety of fish that are native to the city's lake, and they tell you how long they live. Some of them can live up to 20 years. That is incredible. You can also see a nice exposition of artifacts dating back to the prehistory of the town and what tribes lived by the lake. There are some models of the ships that one day sailed the lake of Annecy.
I'm out, and if you come just outside the castle, you can actually have a lovely view to the whole entire city, and that is quite magical, and I'm loving it. You can actually see everything from here. You can see the town, you can see the lake, you can see the mountains, and you can see all the spires of the churches all over the city. Just lovely. Oh my goodness, I've been wanting to drink water for 1,000 years now, and since I came, I've been extremely thirsty. Even when I went to the restaurant, I didn't drink enough liquids. I had a lemonade there, and I got this bottle of water for $1.50, which is extremely impressive, because normally in these sort of touristic places they try to drain all the money that they can from you. So that is really interesting.
I suppose that now it's the right time to go and see the lake. What do you think?
I decided to go to the main park here, which is basically just facing the lake, and I'm just going to cool down because I'm feeling rather hot because I've been walking a lot, and this place is just magical. I have to say that without any exaggeration, this is the most beautiful town I've ever seen in France. And I finally got to the impressive lake of Annecy, and oh my goodness, I'm just speechless. So much beauty in one place is just impossible, but here it's possible. So
the pristine Lake d'Annecy is one of the largest lakes in France. Sits among snow-capped mountains, and it is known as the cleanest lake in Europe. Painted by Paul Cézanne, Lake Annecy is partly ringed by a cycle that travels past Saint-Joris, which is part of the UNESCO prehistoric pile dwellings around the Alps.
finally understand why they call it the Venice of the Alps, but it's because there is this sort of canal here that connects to the lake, and this is basically in front of the Parc d'Annecy, and well, which is like a nice park, and it's really nice. And there are many boats here. I suppose that in the summer when it's like warm, people just go like to the lake, you know, the ones that have that luck to have a boat. I wish I could have one. Maybe one day, who knows? If I had to choose between living, you know, like in a town with a lake or with the sea, I would actually choose the lake, because I normally don't like to go to the beach, because, you know, like salt water can really cause a rash in your skin, at least in mine it does. And here, I suppose that fresh water is better, and that's my opinion. There are so many people here that it's just almost impossible to actually appreciate it. But I'm just trying to get the nice side of Annecy.
Now I would like to show you one of the most beautiful cathedrals in the city, Église Saint-François de Sales. Even if the facade seems a little bit austere, the interior of this church is luxurious. The Baroque style is expressed throughout the organ, paintings, and a magnificent altar. It was built in the 16th century in the memory of Saint François de Sales. Today it is considered as a popular religious site where many pilgrims and tourists visit every year. I recommend you coming to Annecy because it's really worth your time. The town is filled of history and beautiful buildings just like these ones.
So guys, I'm going to the train station because I have to go back to Annecy because today is Sunday and there are not many trains between these two towns, and so that's why I want to go rather early rather than late, because I may stay here, you know, stuck, and then I might not be able to go back to Annecy. And so thank you very much for watching this video, and remember, if you like it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel. So I'll see you next time on a new video. So take care, bye.